Showboy! 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 Solidarity forever! Solidarity forever! Solidarity forever! For the union makes us strong. Met in Nakuru on the 25th and 26th of November 2022. And in this particular press conference, we gave a press statement on the issues that have been derailing the healthcare in this country. And some of the things that we say need an immediate action. Number one was the implementation of the CBA. KMPDU signed a collective bargaining agreement with the national government and the county government in 2017. This happened after a protracted strike of over 100 days. It left many Kenyans suffering, and we see that the national government, the county government, and the parastatals have forgotten this. And this is the reason why most of this CBA, if not all of it, has remained unimplemented. And particularly, we have the issues of the Article A of the CBA on the basic salary has remained unimplemented over 5 years. We have the issues of the call room that has not been implemented. We have the issues of the promotions that has not been implemented. We have the issues of employment, and these has remained unimplemented, and also the tools and equipment that doctors need to offer services to the public. This has remained a mirage to the doctors who work in the hospitals in the counties, both national and county governments. We also see an extreme shortage of doctors in the health facilities, to the point that some counties have only one consultant or one specialist in particular areas. This has made it difficult to offer services. This has made it almost impossible for the public to get services when they need it. But the country has specialized in training and dumping the doctors. We have over 9 universities that are continuously training doctors. At the same time, we have over 5,000 unemployed doctors. So this has made these doctors to be frustrated. They have bewilderment of frustrations, that they cannot pay any bills. They are frustrated despite having used the taxpayer money to be trained for all that period. These two issues that we have put forth remain a timing bomb that will bring a disaster of strike and other industrial actions that we will say shortly. And therefore, KMPDU demands that, number one, the CBA 2017-2021 to be implemented in total. That the national government and the county government to urgently absorb all the unemployed doctors and distribute them to the public to serve Kenyans. That the Ministry of Health to streamline postgraduate training and posting of medical interns. It is the first time in history of this country that interns graduate and stay at home for over 1 year and simon for 2 years without being posted. Yet they are to be licensed to offer services. And this is also happening at the backdrop of shortages in our facilities. And number 4, the establishment of Health Service Commission. The government promised that there will be mediators between the county government and healthcare workers to see the establishment of Health Service Commission within 100 days. We are demanding that the government need to take this into action so that we can see industrial harmony in the training and employment of the doctors. And lastly, we are calling on the Ministry of Health and on the county governments to have the doctors of UHC, the terms to be changed from the contracts to permanent and pensionable terms. In conclusion, we wish to state that KMPDU continues to be available for the remainder of the month, since we issued our notice of intentions to strike on 28th of November 2022. And so far, we appreciate that the Ministry of Labor has appointed a conciliator. But up to date, we've not had any engagement. And therefore, in the absence of this, KMPDU reiterates that the industrial action that has been contemplated and the notice has been issued will actually go on, and we will have to go on strike or to carry out any other industrial actions that we deem necessary in the month of January. And we want to tell the public that when that happens, it will not be the doctors who are on strike. it will be the government, both the national and the county government, that are on strike, because giving them 30 days of notice for engagement is sufficient for a resolution. It will be in bad faith to tell us to give time for engagement once we start to strike or once we go into industrial actions when that time has been provided. It will be of no use to say that healthcare is essential services when 30 days elapses without meaningful engagement on the issues that have been signed and agreed upon by the union and the government. Thank you. Any questions? So in short, I'm just saying, as per procedure, the demands that we gave to government as we were in our special delegate conference are things that are within the law. The CBA that was signed in 2017, and we took the government to court in 2020, and we got a favorable judgment that gave an order to the county government and the national government to implement the CBA. This ruling came in October 2021. It has been 1 year without any meaningful results into this. We've written letters and we tried to have actions from the county and national government without any results. And therefore, by the time that you are giving the notice of intent to industrial action, we have exploited all the available avenues. We are hoping that it is the interest of the public, it's the interest of the government for doctors to be at work. But as you all say every time, doctors are human beings who need to pay bills. And agreements that has been signed by public officers or by the state has to be honored. And these are constitutional documents. And therefore, we are just evoking the Article 41 of the Constitution to force the government and to force the employers to sit with us and bargain. Because strikes and industrial actions are the cornerstone of bargaining. They are the cornerstone of engagement once all the avenues have gone unanswered. Thank you. As per the labor law 2007, once you give all this engagement, we can strike within 7 days from the 28th. But then we will convene our National Advisory Council by the first week of January. And I'm sure if we don't have a meaningful engagement within the month of January, then we will be proceeding for the industrial action. So it is, we have between 7 to 21 days after the expiry of 28 days that we gave to the government and the county government, national government and county governments. Yes. Any other concerns? Thank you so much, and have a blessed day. Show boy! Hey! Show boy! Hey! Show boy! Hey! Alright, let's do some solidarity song. Show boy! Hey! Show boy! Hey! Show boy! Hey! Show boy! Hey! You can sing some solidarity. So you can sing, sir. Hold your hands there. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. Show boy! Hey! Show boy! Hey!